Today is January 22nd, 2020. Got a market message, so I thought I'd pass it along. It's a little bit cautionary here. You notice here I got the chart of all the major indexes, and you notice here the Nasdaq 100 is the only index all-time closing high today. All the other one did not. Definitely the market participant is getting fewer and fewer. So we have to be cautious about the state of the market here. I'm not calling a top yet because we won't know the market at top until it actually top. So it's just a cautionary sign here because the market is flashing a message, and we basically have to be aware of that. Because if we take a look at the divergence also on the advance and decline, while the Nasdaq 100 is making a new high, so we got a negative divergence. So that is not a good sign as well. Then looking at the NQ, the E-mini Nasdaq 100 future, you see the shooting star here. And also it has exceeded this major move, this 100% major move here a couple of days ago. So definitely this sign is not a positive sign. We can see a little pullback and possibly get back to this trend line here. Although that it still could have a possibility to continue to move up, but right now, based on the breadth and also the other sign that basically it is probably more inclined to pull back a bit, and then we'll see where the market will take us. And you see on this, these are all the naked point of control, single print, pull low, pull high that is left behind while the market, the Nasdaq 100 rally up, and these are all from the market profile. So definitely there are a lot of work to clean up, a lot of unfinished business down here below. So if you're going to drop, it's got a lot of stuff to go and address. Then look at the S&P 500, the cash index. You could also see the S&P 500 is getting close to this 1618, the 3340. And also, so a little bit of a bearish candle here, and right now it did not hit this 100% major move because it would bring it up here, but it did more likely have exceeded the 80%, and that could be the move, and we could see a pullback as well toward maybe possibly into this 127 or to the trend line down here. And looking at the ES, the E-mini S&P 500 future, you see it too have printed a shooting star, although it's not necessarily way up here, but it's still a bearish candle. And we most likely be looking at possibility of setting up an evening star type of pattern. Then we probably will see a pullback into the trend line, or again, back to this 127 extension here on the ES. And similarly to the NQ, you see all these unfinished business left behind as the ES rally up, and these are all the market profile unfinished business of naked point of control, pull high, pull low, and single print. And you can see that it go back all the way back to the beginning of February of 2019. So that's almost a year. So there's a lot of stuff to be cleaned up. And here's the latest market profile the last few days. So tomorrow, I probably will be watching to see the couple scenario. It seems to be trading somewhere around here at this 3320 and change. So there's one possibility is that it could come up and tag this point of control and then pull back and then take care of this pull low and also the pull low from the 21st, and then come down here and fill in the single print and then possibly work toward this point of control here, this naked point of control that is left there from the January 16th. Okay, that's one scenario. And the other scenario is basically just come down and start making, cleaning up these pull low and also filling in these single print, and just work itself down to this point of control, this naked point of control here, 3307. Okay, we did not have a pull high. We just have a pull low here. All right, and looking at the FANG stock here, the list of FANG stock, and the only one that made a new closing high is Google. Everybody else, even Apple. Here's Facebook, closed down. Apple, it made a intraday high, new all-time intraday high, but it did not close at a new closing high, and only close matter. Okay, intraday doesn't matter. All right, so that is the FANG stock. And now let's go and take a look at Tesla. Tesla is also, we're looking at Tesla, and it came up to this 594.5 and pretty strong, and then it pulled back. So right now it's kind of seems like it might come down and fill out these gap here at the 547.5. This 547.5 and the 518 and a third, right? 518.30. So we might see a little bit pullback on Tesla. It had a one heck of a strong move. Here's the swing. It came down to this 618, and it got a nice bounce off of 618, and then pushing to this 127 extension. And if it could break through this 594.5, I'd be looking at the possibility of pushing up to this 141. But this 594.5 will be the near-term resistance, along with the 600 mark, all right? The round number 600. So that could be the near-term resistance for Tesla. And then down here, extension, I'm looking at these levels here as a potential near-term support, and essentially, these gap down here, and also once again back to this 618 where it bounces off from. The 60-minute chart of Tesla, you can see, it came up strong on the open, hit the 594.5, then it just faded all day, the rest of the session. So after hours, kind of stabilized here. So we'll see, would it make another run up to that 600 mark, or it just kind of come back down and sort of recheck these levels here, the 547.5 and 518.30. The other one is NIO. NIO was also had a nice open, but wasn't able to hold it. It came and reclaimed that IPO low at 535 and made a move up above the 561. All right, then it also faded. This stock had a swing, almost $1 swing on this in this session here, and it's 96 cents. For a $5 stock, that's a heck of a percentage of a swing here. So we'll be watching to see would it be able to hold this this zone here, this trading zone between 487 and 448. So the key is the 448 level. If it can't hold the 448, basically are looking for this thing to come back down and possibly fill this gap here between the $4 and the 382 mark here. So, and if we look at the hourly chart here, you can see that NIO opened up strong, then immediately profit taking came in. Basically, we got a liquidation break and then book. And right now it's basically just sitting between this zone here. So we'll see, would it be able to reclaim this 487 and then come up and take out the 535. It has to close above this IPO low in order for us to make the statement that it has reclaimed it. If it cannot close above it, it doesn't matter. Intraday doesn't matter. It has to close above it. If it closes above it, then we'll basically look at it again to see would it be able to take out this 561 and then move up and possibly to the 603 in the near future. And here we are looking at the live screen of the Globex ES. Right now, ES is basically trading down here at the 33.1925. So we'll see how that goes throughout the night, because right now it's basically holding up. You see that this shooting star here, and if it pull back to this 33.05. So we can see that the ES is still trending within this channel, but again, we're basically looking for this thing to pull back and possibly maybe make it back down to this 127 extension here. And looking at the hourly, and let me highlight the extended hour, the Globex hour. So you can see that it pulled back down and dipped below the 33.16 and a quarter. And right now it's just kind of bouncing back up here. So we'll see. These are some of the near term or the short term resistance and support level. Where essentially we're looking at the possibility of these resistance 33.30 and a quarter and support down here 33.16 and a quarter. So if it breaks this, then we may be looking for a possibility of another all-time high. But if break below, then we're essentially looking for this thing to dip down to the 33.07 and work itself down to clean up some of the unfinished business on the market profile. If you'd like to know how I set up the screen, I did recently put up a tutorial video, especially for the beginners that are not too familiar with the thinkorswim platform. This is basically for a single monitor or a single screen setup. So you can see it's pretty efficient. It's set up with two charting windows, so you could do a multiple time frame monitoring and also a news window, the time and sale, and then also the ladder. You could put in a level 2 here for stocks, and then you got a watch list, and also you got an S&P 500 chart here for you to just kind of get an overview of where the market is. And then so you could also add another news window or whatever other gadget. I put the link in the description below and also up here at the upper right hand corner. So go check it out if you want to see how some of the customization feature that it has in thinkorswim and how you go and customize the chart, adding indicator, creating this watch list and setting up the grid and everything like that. So if you have any question or comment or request, just post them in the comment section below and I try to answer as soon as possible. Okay, thank you for watching and good luck, and be sure to click that thumbs up and give it a like and help me smash that YouTube algorithm, and also click the subscribe and the notification icon. So have a nice evening and good luck on your trading.